So this is a pretty easy recipe, but sort of the longest part of it is actually chopping everything up in preparation. So if you start by quite finely chopping 2 onions. I've then chosen these pointed red peppers, which you can chop in rings and I think look quite pretty. Take the seeds out after, because otherwise you won't keep the rings, and there's hardly any seeds in there anyway, so it's not very fiddly. They are a bit sweeter as well, so they add a nice change. I've just got a normal bell pepper here in green, and just sort of cube that in small chunks. Last thing to chop up is your butternut squash. These aren't the easiest of vegetables to chop. You need to scoop the seeds out and then obviously take the skin off. Be careful because you do need a sharp knife, because otherwise you'll be there hours hacking away at it, because they are quite hard, and the seeds are a bit slippery when you take those out. Once everything's chopped up, you need to get a pan with some olive oil in, non-stick obviously if you've got one. Pop all the onions in there along with salt and pepper, and also your garlic. I'm using lazy garlic for no other reason than I was feeling lazy. I think it was about 3 cloves, probably the equivalent. So then obviously add your peppers in with your herbs and spices, and also at this stage I like to add a pinch of sugar as well, because you're adding quite a lot of tomatoes and they can be a little bit sharp on their own. Once you've fried that off, obviously add the butternut squash, which looks like mango here, and then you're ready to transport to your slow cooker. So bung all of that in there, and then you need 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, or plum tomatoes. I'm using plum. I did use passata, but I've obviously tried it now after it's been cooking, and it was a little bit too much liquid because it doesn't reduce much. So you don't need the passata. Add in the stock granules, your beans, and then you're pretty much ready to pop the lid on and cook for 10 hours.